Okay, here's hoping that we got this sorted out. I've been having headset issues all day long, all day long, and they're not working. So we're gonna try just off of laptop audio. Hopefully, there's some audio to go with this. Otherwise, well, it's not gonna make a lot of sense, is it? We're continuing doing solo playthroughs of Degrees in Darkness. I am testing robot difficulty. There's a robot player, and various missions that we've set up as targets to try and get alternate game states and force you down some weird paths. This one involves, as printed, says get 5 projects completed that have the valuables symbol, as I call it, valuables. Let's see if we can find one there. Phylactery would be an example there. There's not a lot of projects with that. That number 5 is almost certainly too high, particularly because those projects all come up in the the 300 level courses, or at least they mostly do. I think they might all only come up in the 300 level courses. So I think with a different number, that goal will be fine. So we're just going to play, and I'm going to get as many as I can. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to need to set up for basically to have a whole bunch of cards ready to go and extra commits so that my final 2 months here they just need to be nuts. They need to be crazy good. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a thing. I'm also going to need to have a whole bunch of those valuables cashed up. But frankly, that's the least of my concerns. My main concern is being able to get the projects at all. So my plan here is something like Alchemic Alacrity is actually ideal. It's essentially cached commits where I can finish that, hold off on that potion and finish it in the last act and clear that out. I'm also going to need to accumulate cards. So first thing I need to do is choose my starting project. I drew these two as my choice. I have Unearth and I have Confusing Concoction. Both great, both totally great. Confusing Concoction is going to be an influx of cards when I need it. Unearth is going to give me card selection over the course of the game. More points here, probably more if I get it early, more cards over the course of the game. I'm actually unsure about which of these I want to go for. I think I'm going to lean towards Unearth because I'm kind of equal on it, and I think Unearth, setting it up in the first month won't be hard. I'm going to go ahead and go with that and see how that goes. We'll see if I made a terrible mistake. All right, with that, ready to roll. Unearth is set. I've got my research grant, and let's start. Now, I could say that I care so much about Alchemic Alacrity that I need to go shop and get it right away, but that's not really true. It'd be good to have, if not critical, to my plan. So I'm actually just going to go digging and see where the cards take me. So let's start our first action. First quarter of month 1 is going to be to dig. Now these are extremely relevant towards Unearth, and if I want to get that going, I kind of can't do better than this. As much as these are low cash value cards, I'm just going to get this because this will allow me to not worry about my project at all. I just need to pick up one more bone. I've got the worm, I got a bone. This thing's going to happen unless something goes terribly, terribly wrong. So now we do the robot player. For the robot player, you draw a card, and then you consult a table, which is off camera for you, but visible to me. And depending on the symbol there, you take an action for the robot player. This particular one means that they take the pile with the most cards in it. Oh, speaking of which, I was supposed to reset that. After my play, playing with the robot player, you forget to do things. So that would be this pile here. These go into a score pile that the robot player is going to count up at the end of the game. And I'm trying to also beat that score. All right, so with that, we're to the commit step on this first third. Let's just slot these both right in here. Let's get that good to go. All right, with that, we're on to full moon on month 1. I still don't really want to shop with my research grant. I think I am where I was before mostly, except for I'm further along on this. So let's go dig and see what we get. All right, well, this would give me what I need to finish Unearth and a worm for shopping, I guess. It's not really great, so I think I am going to push further. No, I'm not going to take a single Nightcrawler. No thanks. Not going to cut it. If I don't take a thing I need and a Nightcrawler, I'm certainly not taking that. Okay, this is more like it in that this gets me ahead on cash value. It doesn't help me with Unearth, but let's just accumulate some wealth that we're going to use later. This game, that's what I think we need to do. All right, robot player, what are you doing? You are swapping out the bottom row of the market. So that's what my table says. So let's do that. So these projects are gone, and the robot player scores an extra credit. And let's get some more. So we have a Tonic of Transmuting. Get cards from the discard, like it. Crawling Claw and Confusing Concoction. All cards I'm happy to play. Then I could commit. I don't have any cards to commit to Unearth, so we move forward to the last quarter. Now, I really do want to finish Unearth here, and since none of these are directly meeting my overall goal, I'm okay to just kind of chill out for a bit. Get one project online in the first month, and you know what? I'm doing okay. Especially since I know this pile has what I need. And, oh yeah, let's just take that. So we ended up with here two of these avian remains, the only two in the deck actually. Either of which can work as a bone, but if I set up with a good project later, I can get extra points out of this. So that works for my needs. Now the robot here is going to Ribs. They're going to take the mid pile, which happens to be the biggest pile too, but that never stopped them. All right, now I can commit. I would prefer to keep this for a project where I get the victory point out of it, or the extra credit marker, but it's fine. I want to finish my project. Okay, so that'll be enough to finish Unearth. Flip it over. It is now completed. I now have this thing just in time. So yeah, I want to do exactly that. I want to use its ability to draw 6, keep 4, and then add the remaining 2 to any pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse the yawning. It's actually pretty late. It took me a while to get rolling today. Okay, what are we not taking? Well, we don't know what we're aiming for. I'm going to keep this because money, and in case I need those over the long haul. And if I'm kind of just looking for money, I'm going to take these. I can take one more and throw the rest back. I've got a mushroom. Second mushroom isn't bad. I've got a fair number of bones. So let's take this, and we'll put these back just evenly distributed. Robot is going to take that leftmost pile. Okay, with that, we finished the first quarter of the game. First month is done. Let's move our projects along and get a little more into the 200 level courses. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're on our goal of accumulate a whole bunch of cards so we have some flexibility, but no projects yet that meet our goals. I think it is time to shop, and we do need to ramp up our ability to produce points here. There's no getting around it. I think that alchemical alacrity is a must. I think I need to get that going, and I actually can boost its points with these avian remains a bit. Crawling Claw will certainly also be a high pick because if we get stranded at the end and just need to finish things, that's also a bit of a cashed commit. So let's look at taking these and their requisite parts. So that would actually be 1 vial and 1 candle. So we're currently looking at, what do we need for this? 8. Well, there's 9. Do we want to get more while we're here? Because these actually aren't very great long-term projects. They're not going to take me very long to get through. I'm thinking I want to get a Confusing Concoction as well, just for the card draw. I basically can put some cards in, get some cards out. So that's going to cost me another 2, and if I get the vial, because I don't see any ways for me to get free stock cards here. Ooh, you know what? No, I think Distilling Draw is what we need, because we're going to be strapped on time. And that will allow us to get a project in the last bit. Man, this is a lot of setup on this one to make this successful. 6, 12, 13. Well, I'm spending a lot of money. I need to spend more money. I don't really need any of these ingredients, so that's 11. I need 2 more. I don't need the ribs particularly, so big money, big shop. So that's 9, that's 13. Let's double check this again. That's 13. Okay. Well, we got ourselves some things to do with our time. Hopefully that sets us up for success. Let's repopulate the market. Well, reanimates, I would have loved to have one of those, but I don't want to go dip in just right now to do that. And we'll call that a turn. So, robot still gets to go. Don't forget me, says robot. It's going to take the biggest pile, which is this middle pile, into its increasingly large stash of cards, given that I've scored 2 credits so far. That's pretty poor. But we're set up for something. So let's start committing. I'm leaning towards just getting a vial on each of these alchemy projects. You know, we know we'll need to do that. We want to slow roll them. Both of them were kind of waiting for that last bit. And this is going to be a rush approach. How many projects can we get done real quickly in the last 2 months? Speaking of which, we're marching towards them. It's the full moon. What am I going to do with my time? I'm going to get as many cards as possible. So let's go digging. Oh, well, I mean, I can't say no to that. That's just money in hand. Leaves us these valuables, which we believe that we're going to need. And if not, we'll just sell them to buy stuff. I'm into it. I'm taking it. How about you, robot? You are going to mess with my market. That's all right. I already went shopping. I'll give you an extra credit marker for your effort, robot. And let's load in, according to the chart up there, 2 200s and a 100. Okay, anything we need there? I actually would not say no to a second distilling draw. I think that is an essential piece to this happening. Now we're going to get worm starved here. If I'm looking, I got 3 worms that I need to put together there. If I'm adding 2 more, then that's really stressing the deck for worms. So let's keep that in mind. Right now, though, we should be working on our commits. Let's see what we need to do. I like the play of Alchemical Alacrity for bonus points because of the matching symbol there with the plus marker. And we have these mushrooms and we have no place to put those mushrooms. I maybe should have used the concoction. Perhaps unwise to split my worms between the 2. And yet, that is what I probably should do. I could stall on this a moment, half a moment, because I could claw here, but next turn I better start doing one or the other. Okay. We're on to the last quarter of month 2. I think I'm digging as much as I could go shopping and, you know, add another potion to this crazy mix. Let's get cards, because starting with this turn and next turn, we're going to get cards with our Unearth next turn, and this turn just a normal dig. And then as soon as we wrap around to the next month, that's when those projects are going to become available. So we want to strike fast. So let's get cards. Let's dig. Oh, I love this card. I don't need this card right now. Too bad. Go away. We do need a claw for the Crawling Claw. Not for Alchemical Alacrity. I feel like we'll be able to get that no problem, though. Because these 3 cards are going to be exactly what we want, right? Well, in fact, they are. It's like the 2 cards I just looked at and a worm, which, as we said, we want to make sure we get. So, add that to our stash of cards here. I could, you know, splaying them out here on the table and going with such a card-heavy build. It's taking up a lot of space there, but it's fine. You can't see them anyway. The robot's going to take the leftmost pile, or rather the most pile, which happens to be the leftmost pile. And there we are. It's time to commit to what's going on here. So I don't want to finish Alchemical Alacrity. I was just going to finish that and be like, sweet, I did it. No, that's a bad idea. Don't do it. We'll put a worm into Distilling Draught, and let's finish Crawling Claw right now, because otherwise I might forget that I want to. I have been known to do it in the past. All right, so those are good. We've got our 2 commits. This potion's 2 away, this potion's 1 away, and we've got the card for it, but not for both. Need more worms still. So let's go to the new moon. Let's use our Unearth here. Draw 6 cards, keep 4, then add the remaining 2 to any pile. Okay. Well, what a draw. Money in hand. Let's take the worm for sure, because I know I need both those worms. You know what? If I just fail this game with a whole bunch of money in my hand, I'll feel good about myself. We'll take those 2. Given that we're set for hands, and we don't care about specifics, we have plenty of mushrooms, I'm going to just take the higher cash value item. Plus, I don't think I have any skulls. I mean, I can't even see all my cards here. I'll organize this. Wow. I usually don't carry this many cards. At this point, I would be cramming or, pivoting my strategy to get more commits, but this is what we are doing. Wow. That is a lot of stuff. How about you, robot? How are you closing this out? So the -1 there is the key. That's a market top action. Well, I was kind of interested in those, but I don't get to get them. All right, what are we getting instead? Like mostly reanimates in the deck. All right, let's go to commits. Let's get that worm in. I'm not going to pop Distilling Draught by adding its last commit there. So we're letting a commit go to waste. And we've got bones and a worm on hand to do both of these whenever we need to. So let's hope that works. End of the month. We are past the halfway point now. It is month 3 of our fine education. These go away. These slide down. And we get into the good stuff. Okay. Well, well, well. That is exactly what we need. Let's not miss our window. So that's one of the ones we need. We need to keep a thing to commit to it. I could get another Distilling Draught if I draft. I get that whole draft thing, how it's spelled. English is weird. Yeah, so we're gonna need. I'm a little wary of. I have so many rings that I think I can spare them on the shopping. I need 8 worth. I'm kind of okay to lose some mushrooms. So if I just grab phylactery and a vial, that's 8. That's 8, and we're set. Okay. Repopulate there. And then the robot goes. Robot is going to ruin the bottom here. Just take it all away. Another extra credit. That's 4 times they've wiped the market. Hopefully they give us something that we need. Aha, they did. So this is why we got that Distilling Draught. This is why. So here's how it's going to work. It's commit stage, commit step. So if we finish this off with a bone, any old bone, doesn't matter. Let's use a bone that we care about less. We're going to be able to trigger it and get another one of these. Speaking of which, let's get started on this one. All right, that is the commits. So now we go to the complete step. This completes. I get to take a project from the market for free. Phylactery number 2 is in place. So we're getting to 2 of our projects that meet our criteria. The goal is like 5 or something. That's ridiculous. That's not happening. But let's see how far we get. Okay, that's that. So we need to start making sure that we can complete these. We've got the extra commits when we need them. And we want to scoop up any more projects we see. So far I'm happy. Let's move on to the full moon. as our action, let's get more cards. Can't hurt, right? We're going to need more skulls at the very least. So, not skulls, is bones, need more. Middle pile. Well, is bones. They both need bones. They're not exciting bones, but I mean, I only need one. I do have this one. I don't like throwing it away, but I don't feel good about this last pile with just 2 cards in it. As much as this is like one of the least exciting hands. Let's take it. Let's take it. Robot, what are you going for? There's the skull that I needed. Where's my get from the discard abilities right now? All right, that means they're going to be taking that right pile. I'd really love to look at that, but mystery. Got to keep the air of mystery. So hard not to look. All right, let's go do some commits. I'm not going to bump that alchemical alacrity yet, because there's no benefit to finishing these phylacteries early. We'll put a fossil skull on that one, which gives a little bonus. We'll put a ring on that one. And I mean, we don't have any more commits. And what the and is hope that we're making good choices. Make good choices. All right, last quarter here. Digging certainly has cards that we can get. Let's take stock of what we need to complete our projects and set those cards aside, because we can predict this. All right, alchemical alacrity needs that. Second phylactery or first phylactery, depending which one you identify, needs that. We need a bone for that one, so that. We are still looking for a skull. We do need a vial for that, so we do need to shop at some point. We also need to be flexible for more things that come up. So what can we pull out of here that's valuable? Tonic transmuting, getting cards from the discard would be fantastic. I would like that. It's going to cost us most of our cards just to get the tonic of transmuting, so that's a downer. I think we're off of reanimate, but reanimate is just going to take too long to put together, and we've got the alchemical alacrity to basically give us the same effect, just bursty instead of spread out. So I don't want to go down that road. As far as high-level projects here, I do like mutation mixture. It works out better than it looks. The ability to discard what you don't want, draw up, while scoring some good points, it actually is a decent effect. Abomination, no, that's not, we can't do that in our goal. It's just not happening. I'm sorry, sir. So if I'm going to grab something, and plague I don't think is what we need either. Tonic of transmuting would be what I would get. I don't want to go in just for the vial, but I need the vial for this. So I think we hold on out and we just dig, and we hope that entering that last month that we get some action. So let's dig. Probably taking this first pile. It doesn't have the skull we want. I don't think those last 3 cards, are they going to have a skull? Maybe, probably not. It's stuff. I'm not excited about it, but I'm going to take it. I have cards in numbers, if not cards in quality. All right, Robot's going to take whatever that card that just went on the left pile, and we are to committing. All right, so we knew what we were doing. In theory, we knew what we're doing. You need your bone. I was going to give you this urn, but I got a lower value one here. So that phylactery is basically ready to go. Just needs a skull. Everybody needs a skull. This one needs a bone, that one needs a skull and a vial. That'll do. Okay, new moon, we're doing our thing. We're going to use Unearth every time we can, because we're looking for skull, and we got skull. Wow, we got bad skulls and good skulls. Now, I do know that there's a couple of 300 level projects that require a ton of worms. So that is a good option there. But I mean, I don't need that many. Well, we're taking this. That's a known quantity. This can go out of our reserve pile. I can just kind of hedge and take 2 worms and a skull thing. Skull thing. A little bit of everything. All right. What are you doing, robot? You're going to take the biggest. Happens to be the left, given ties. Okay. Commit time. Let's finish. Something. You want any old bone? I got any old bone. I can give you the low value bone, so I don't have to get a negative off of it. And we have completed one phylactery. So of our target of 5, we got 1. So that's something. We got another on the way. There's a chance. All right, end of month. It is now month 4. Here we go. This is where we need good things to happen for us. So what are we going to get off the top of the deck? We get Mirror Image and Lunar Eclipse, which is the one I was referring to that takes lots of worms and a thing. Hey there, Lunar Eclipse. I'm going to go buy you. I'm going to go buy you real hard. Let's set aside what we need to work on you, which is a ring and some worms and just a bone. You'll do. So that's everything except for the candle and one of the worms. So that gives us enough to go shopping with, that's for sure. I want to keep this if I can, because I might need to commit it, although that's why I got Crawling Claw. I was thinking. And I'll probably pop Alchemical Alacrity just to finish this real fast. So let's try and do that. I don't have any targets for this mammalian remain, so I'm probably just going to sell that. And man, I do not need these many mushrooms. That's everything I need to buy what I want here, which is Lunar Eclipse and some candles. I don't think I want to buy more. Mirror Image could work as a way to get some more. It's the draw 2, then commit up to 2 cards. It's cram and more. You know, your one part of you is going on it's cramming for the test, and the other part's digging in the grave. It's gonna cost me $6 to get that, and then am I gonna really do that every turn? I think I want to leave up the flexibility, just having the cards in hand and or cash in hand to get what I need. So we'll keep it at that. Phylactery, you're done. I'm going to slide you a little off screen here. I think that's on screen ish. And we'll just have our piece there. No, we are not done here. We didn't get our very critical must-have vial. That's the whole reason we went shopping and we forgot about it. All right, there we go. Fill it in with another card that would work. I don't know how we're going to get to that. I don't know where we're going to have the time to shop. Maybe is this, but then how are we going to complete it? Ooh, this is a problem for another time, because Robot's got to go. And Robot's going to take the middle. We are going to be shuffling the deck right here. No one's taken from the discard, so we'll do it now. All right, I believe I will be completing Alchemical Alacrity and the other phylactery in order to Lunar Eclipse, or do we just hold off on phylactery? Probably hold off on phylactery so that we make sure we Lunar Eclipse, we can get that additional action, and hopefully we can use that to get where we need to. Okay. Yeah, works for me. Worm on you, candle on you. Those are commits. Then we complete with Alchemical Alacrity and get to commit up to 3 cards. And we will do one, two, three. Well on our way. Well on our way. All right, phylactery moved in. You're up here, buddy. Okay. Whew. This is tight. I want to get that entropic elixir. Let's see. Those are for our game plan. We need a worm. Other than that, we have what we need here. I can just go get the elixir, but I won't have that. Now, if, let's think through this. If I plan on using claw to do that, then we're probably fine. I'm getting very uncomfortable, but I think that's what we're supposed to be doing. Let's buy it. Okay, Entropic Elixir. Opening up another project, and it's the vial as well. And I don't know if we'll see another before the game's out. If I get 4, I am just going to have thumbs up to me. I did amazing. Everything's great. I'm a hero if I get that. Well, that was the correct timing because the robot player just took the bottom row. Running out of credit markers here. I had only pulled a couple out of the bag. Let's pull the rest out. Okay, well, that does mean that maybe some more came out. No. Okay, well, then let's just finish what we got. Now, we currently do in playtesting have a rule to spend money to cycle things in the market. I just don't like to do it. I don't want to spend money. I want the market to arrive at what I want naturally. All right. Want to complete, want to get started. Probably going to have to rush that before the end. Okay, so missing 1 worm, 1 vial, which we have ready. I actually have everything I need minus a worm if I use Crawling Claw there. So yay that. On to the full moon of month 4. Then let's just dig. Let's find a worm. Are you a worm? No. Are you good stuff? Well, instead of the worm, I could take this instead. Okay, yeah, because I can use the claw on either. Let's take that. Let's take that. Doesn't have to be a worm. Can be this. Okay, robot. You can take that leftmost pile and create value. All right, got to keep brewing our Entropic Elixir. That's a must. We'll finish the phylactery. Okay, 2 of those down. It should be. I haven't been looking at what my score is going to be, but man, completing 2 phylacteries in a game and doing a reasonable for anything else is going to give you good point value anyway. I think this being, heavy on 300 level projects is going to do good things for my score. It's just so risky. Okay, those are my commits and completes. Last quarter. Now, without doing anything else, I have 4 commits. If I'm not cramming and if I haven't done my lunar eclipse. I really need to complete lunar eclipse this turn, so if I don't get my worm, I do it with Crawling Claw. So I have enough commits is what I was trying to say. I just need everything to go perfectly, which it's actually not that bad. Let's take this. Let's take this silly little worm. Let's throw him into our ritual, and everything's going to be okay. How about you, robot? You take the middle? All right. It's yours. You got it. All right, commits. Definitely lunar eclipse. And definitely on our Entropic Elixir. I'm kind of in a situation where I wish I had projects. Because what's going to happen now is we're going to complete Lunar Eclipse, which has the fantastic ability to take an additional action after this turn during the new moon, which it is about to be. So, love that. Entropic Elixir just needs one more thing, which we have. So, I just need to commit. So, how are we gonna do this? We just need to commit this card. These are free to use on whatever else. Even if I had a project with another ring, I don't think I could complete it. I have the ability to unearth twice if I want to just try and get high cash value items and try and get as many bonus points from that. Other things I could do, I could try to get a potion together. The only way I can do that is by buying it and then cramming and then having things. I don't have enough materials. So I don't think I can crack open another project and complete it. I think that's just out of scope. So what we're going to do is, I believe what I said, which was to unearth twice looking for value. That doesn't sound terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first action, unearth. We'll get a second one because of lunar eclipse. We're just looking for money here. So put the low value ones back. Although frankly, I can go get them if I decide I want to, because I could unearth and then dig. But I think given the state of the gray piles, it'll be fine to just take these. And then second action, let's do that again. Yeah, let's put some low value things out there. Just double checking to make sure I have everything I need. I'm okay, right? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. You're okay. We'll put them here and here. Okay, robot, what are you doing? Not double actions. You're going to take the top row of the market, which doesn't really affect us, but will tell me if something would have come out if I would have forced it. That's your 6th time of taking that. Yeah, the answer is yes. Apocalypse was still in there. Apocalypse. It would have been really hard to complete. Let's see. Easy to buy. It would cost me 4 if I include the candle, because I never got a way to get extra stock items, which is a good thing to get if you can, but didn't have it. Some bones would have be hard, and then claw that out if I needed to. Given that, though, I would need to get it cram commit, and I didn't have 2 bones, and I didn't have, what did I have left? I technically could have done it. Let's see. Let me make sure that's true. I would have bought it for full. I didn't have the money. Okay, I didn't have the money to do it and the cards. So would not have been possible with what I had in hand. If I had the money, I actually could have done it, but I didn't have the money. Okay, so that's that. Let's commit. Throw this one in here. Make sure we use the low value one. Don't need to crawl and claw anything. You're here as an insurance plan. I love you for it. All right, when the Tropic Elixir completes, we get to add +1s to our other completed alchemy projects, of which we had, wait, Phylacteries Alchemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never mind, that one looks different. That actually also ended up being fantastic point value, 9 points out of that thing, including its 5 points on the face there. And how many points? What's my dollar value in hand here? I really went for it, so let's hope it's something impressive. So that's 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 24. And I believe our rate is 8 points or $8 to a point. So that is, what did I say, 24? Yeah, so we got some points from that. I'll use markers here. 3 points from that. So what's our grade here? How many credits did we get? So counting this up, this is actually a very high score. This strategy is not terrible. 9, 10, 12, 16. Wait, no. There's 1 here. I'm counting without that. So 17. 22. Plus 8, so we've got 36, plus 6 over here. Wow, this is a great score. Man, that Tropic Elixir was, I need to focus on counting. What did I say? All right, doing math when you're trying to think of something else is a terrible idea. So we had 9, 10, 12, 17, 22, plus 8, 36, 41, 44. That's the highest I've gotten solo thus far. I believe I had a 38 before. So this all worked out magically. 44 points. That includes that. Yep. So let's see how our friend Robot did. So let's make some room here so I can count. my score because I can't keep those things in my head. As you can see, watching me painfully try to just count some cards. It's late. It's late. All right, there's their extra credit. 6 times at the market, and let's count out their stacks of 10 as well. All right, that's 10. That's 20. 30. Oh, huge. I got all, they did not get a lot of cards and not a lot of high value cards. 34 for the robot, plus 6 points from markers. So that's going to be half of that, which is, it is late. 17 plus 6. A not very good for you, robot. 23 points. Did you even try? Did you even try? Early on, that robot was taking decent-sized piles, but actually, it never got like I never let it get like a 5 pile or something like that. It was generally just 2s or 3s. And actually took some 1s a fair number of times. So didn't let the robot get too many points out of that. And I also did fantastically well. So this ended up working out great. Now, as printed, I did not complete the goal in question, but I'm going to count 4 as a total success. That's hard. That's real hard. So we can see here that on the little back, it's got a reminder of what materials were used. So we got Lunar Eclipse and Tropic Elixir and 2 phylacteries. Great points card, great to get 2 of them, even greater to get that many extra credit markers on them. So worked out. I had things covered with my Crawling Claw in case I wasn't able to get what I wanted. I had card selection with the Unearth. I loved this. This was perfect. A Distilling Draw, Alchemical Arc, like these 4 cards that weren't towards my overall goal did line up exactly what I needed. I didn't use the claw, correct, but it was part of the strategy. So ended up being a surgical selection of projects to get me what I needed, and then have everything line up in the last quarter. So there we have it, another solo game of Degrees in Darkness complete. Victory or not, depending on how you count it. I'm counting it as a victory. And I've got a couple more missions here that we'd sketched up, and try one of those next time. See you then.